Hello budget people and welcome to my channel. I'm She's on a Budget and today we are back for another video. In this video I'll be closing down my budget for week 4 of January as well as my overall monthly budget. So if that sounds like something that you'd be interested in watching, stay tuned. Hey guys, so welcome to the channel. I hope you are all well. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for clicking on yet another video. If you're new to the channel, hi, my name is She's on a Budget, and over on this channel I talk about all things budgeting related and showcasing my journey to becoming debt free. So yeah guys, if you like what you see, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell so you are kept up to date with all of my future videos. Okay, so we are closing down our budget for week 4 of January. It's been a busy month, as you can see from all of the stickers, but it's been a really good one. I'm really happy with how I have begun the year. So without further ado, I'm just gonna lay down my expense stickers, and it's been a good week. It's been an overall good week, but we have had an unbudgeted expense. So I'm going to start off with that one actually, guys. So I had to spend £110 on a set of glasses for my youngest child. So this came out of my emergency fund. We started off with a good addition to our emergency fund for the year, which was £185. And yeah, I've had to spend quite a big chunk of it on some glasses for my youngest child, but this is what it's there for. I'm not going to complain too much about it, but it has provoked me now to look at getting another envelope or another sinking fund envelope, as if I don't have enough already, which will kind of cover those things in the future. So it's called a healthcare envelope, and yeah, for any kind of like optical work or dental work that we need to have done, we will use that envelope to pay for it. Okay, so that is my unbudgeted expense. Moving on to groceries. So this week wasn't perfect at all. We didn't hit our target of £40. So we were over by quite a bit. And in the end, I ended up spending £67.34. So it was quite a big shop, guys. I feel like the £40 a week budget is quite realistic when I'm not working from home. When I'm working from home and the children are here, it isn't as realistic as I thought. And maybe it's just me, because to be honest, my daughter's been home from uni for quite a while, so maybe it's just me. But I think we tend to eat a lot more when we are in lockdown. But yeah, I have tried to rein it in as much as possible. But yeah, I may adjust it going into February. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how it goes. So that was £67.34. And not only did I obviously spend that money, but I also spent £10, or the £10 that I allocate myself from my household budget as well. So yeah, my shopping bill this week was nearly £80, which is quite a lot for me, but that is just how it was, and we're not going to moan about it. Okay, so utilities is next, and yeah, we've stuck to that budget, and that was great. So only £20 for utilities, so our regular amount. And for fuel, it was crazy, guys, because last week I didn't even spend any money on fuel, but obviously it wasn't going to last me 2 weeks, and I had to put some petrol or diesel in my car this Thursday. So yeah, those are all of my expenses for week 4. Okay, so moving on to my weekly check-in page. So in terms of groceries, I put in £40 this week, but I actually spent £67.34. So I was over budget by £27.34. And yeah, obviously my divider will have 0 behind it, but yeah, this is my grocery divider for this week. And then we have our household budget, which was £10 this week, and I spent the full amount, so we don't have anything remaining there. For fuel, I put in £20, and I also spent £20, so that goes there. And then in terms of utilities, again, I put in 20 and I spent 20. But yeah, those were fine. It was just my grocery budget that I actually went over this week. So in terms of unbudgeted expenses, I had the money that I went over for groceries and then the £110 that I spent on my daughter's glasses. So that is going to be £137.34. Geesh, when you write it down like that, it looks really scary, doesn't it, guys? But yeah, that is the amount that I spent in terms of unbudgeted or being over budget this week. Okay, so now that I have closed down my budget for week 4, I can come in to my monthly budget and also close that down. So I filled in my predicted numbers at the beginning of the month. I'm just going to add my actual figures. So for my full-time income, I predicted I'd receive £1,900 and I actually received £1,935.92. So we had an extra £35.92, which was a lovely surprise. And then variable income was the same, so it was the same as I predicted, 532.32. Etsy was the same as my prediction, and obviously my rollover was exactly the same as I said it would be. So in total for income this month, we had £3,062.72, which, as I said, is £35.92 more than I predicted. Okay, and then in terms of groceries, so what I've done here is literally gone through my weekly check-in page and added up the amounts that I have for each of these categories on there. And in terms of groceries, I had £199.65. So yeah, we were really close to the £200 mark, and it did make me think maybe I should increase my budget to £200, but I'm going to see how we go in February and then maybe assess it in March. If we are this much over budget, then I may change it then. So that is £39.65 over. And then household, we stuck with our £40 that we budgeted for. In terms of fuel though, I was under budget, so I budgeted £140 for fuel and I actually spent £110. So it was nice to see that I was under budget there. So that means that I had an extra £30 from that budget. And then utilities I budgeted £80 for utilities and I actually spent 80 as well. And then for tithe I budgeted 300 and I also spent or paid 300 for that. Okay, so I'm just going to put my totals in. So in total, we had £729.65. And then in terms of our fixed expenses, we had £1,697.39 for our fixed expenses. So I'm just going to run through my breakdown down the bottom here. And in terms of my actual income, it was £3,062.72. And then for fixed expenses, we had £1,697.39. In terms of our actual variable income, we had £729.65. So I'm just going to go through my totals here. Which will leave us with £635.68. So the only other thing that I need to add at the bottom here is my rollover for March, which is going to be £435. So minus 435 for March, for February, sorry guys. So I'm going to minus 435 for that, and that will leave us with £268. Okay, so we've got £268 left over. Following on from my financial goals video for the year, I did say I wanted to increase like my inheritance and things like that. So I am going to be taking out life insurance this month, and I hope to pay off the whole amount for the year in one go. So I'm going to be using some of this money for that. I also want to take out home insurance, or change my home insurance, should I say. And again, I want to pay for that in advance for the year. So I am going to be using some of that money for that as well. Now, you may be wondering why I'm not just going to add this to Debt Snowball for this month, but I'm not going to, because of the reasons that I've just said, but also because I feel like I've done quite a good Debt Snowball for January, and it will pay off, as I said, exactly the amount that I need for one of my debts, and then I can move on to like the really big one that I have going forward. So yeah, that's the plan for that extra money. Okay, so these dividers have been sitting here like lonely as ever, so now I can swap out my January dividers for my February ones. These are my dividers for February, so they go really well with the February budget kit that I have in the shop. I know a lot of you have purchased the February kit for this month, so yeah, do check out the dividers, guys. And yeah, I'm just going to replace these now where my other dividers were for January. I can now come in and put down my no spend stickers. So yeah, it isn't a whitewash, guys, but I'm really chuffed with how well I've done this week. Across the whole month, I've only had 3 unbudgeted expenses. It's quite a lot, to be honest, for what I usually do. I only probably have maybe 1, 2 max, but yeah, I'm not going to complain. It's been a really good month, you know. The positives outweigh the negatives, so yeah, I'm really chuffed with that. Okay, so they are all down, yeah, and I got a bit carried away there. Did you see that I nearly put one down on the day that I actually had an unbudgeted expense? But yeah, I'm going to quickly come in and tick off my expense stickers. So quite a lot of bills at this time of the month, as well as my expenses. So yeah, they are all done. And yeah, guys, that is my January budget closed down. I do hope you enjoyed this video and you found it interesting. If you did, please do not forget to give this video a big thumbs up. If you're new to the channel and you haven't done so already, do not forget to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell so you are kept up to date with all of my latest videos, and I'll speak to you in the next one. Have a good day.